Any doubts? Don't sell. Product safety guidance for businesses from the Commerce Commission. When it's young children who are using your product, the stakes get higher. That means selling toys is a serious business.
We're supplying children's playthings, and if children get hurt playing with their toys, pretty serious.
We've got kids ourselves, and the last thing I want to see is hurting someone.
As a parent myself, I don't want to give anything that would possibly harm or endanger any of our end users, which are the little guys.
Toys for children 36 months and under must comply with a mandatory standard, one of 6 enforced by the Commerce Commission. As well as children's toys, the standards cover baby walkers, children's nightwear, cigarette lighters, household cots and pedal bicycles. All standards are there to help prevent or reduce the risk of injury, particularly to children. And this video focuses especially on toys for children 36 months and under. It's illegal to supply toys that pose a choking risk to young children, and you are responsible for ensuring your products comply with the rules. If you have any doubt about the safety of a toy, do not sell it. The legal consequences can be enormous. In late 2017, a nationwide retailer was prosecuted by the Commission. It was fined more than $250,000 for selling unsafe toys and $85,000 more for other offending. The judge said that choking hazards exposed young children to the risk of injury or even death. That prosecution came from an unannounced visit like this. Commerce Commission staff have made hundreds of these visits. Many of the resulting investigations led to prosecutions because of the priority we place on product safety and the potential harm. Your business could be next, so make sure your products comply. And remember who you're looking after. The safety standard helps prevent small children hurting themselves by choking while playing with a toy. Psychologist Prue Vinson explains the sort of punishment kids give to toys.
Taking it to their mouths to taste it, drop it, they may hurl it, and they certainly may try and take it apart.
But young children are less able to cough up anything they swallow and may choke if they inhale a part of a toy when they're playing with it. So, the standard applies if the toy will likely appeal to children 36 months and under.
So colour and sound and movement are really important in if the toy is attractive or not.
This here. What, if anything, makes that attractive to a child 36 months and under?
It is attractive because it's brightly coloured. More importantly, it can be moved, and when it's moved it makes a noise, and that is very attractive to young children.
But interestingly, the packaging here, it seems to indicate it's not for babies, but labels like this can't be used to avoid having to comply with the standard. That's ridiculous, surely.
Yes, it is actually worthless. That label is particularly unclear because it doesn't say if it's 0 to 3 months or 0 to 3 years.
And toys must be able to withstand punishment like this, what's referred to as reasonably foreseeable use and abuse.
Something that you can shake, which young children really like to do.
Oh! Children's toys must not have parts small enough for a child to swallow. So that bit that just came off, ooh, what do you reckon? Is that?
I think that's a choking hazard.
Or parts that break off or can be removed by a child during normal play. Oh! This applies even when children play with a toy in a destructive manner. So what can you do to make sure your products are safe? Some products may need to pass certain tests, as described in the relevant Australia-New Zealand standard. They should be carried out by a suitably qualified lab. If small parts come off during testing, they must not fit fully inside the small part cylinder. This is the small part cylinder. It's designed to replicate a small child's throat. So, if a part fits entirely in here, it's a choking hazard. Manufacturers often do this sort of testing, but don't simply assume your products comply with the safety standard. You need to have a system for checking compliance. Do your own testing or get a copy of independent test results for your product. And again, the testing must be consistent with the relevant requirements of the standard.
Everything's tested. Everything's tested.
All our products come with test certificates.
You have to be aware with the suppliers that you're dealing with to ensure that they're doing their part.
It's everything to really make sure that you are complying.
So, once again, if you have any doubt about the safety of a toy, do not sell it. The Commerce Commission has plenty of information to help you understand your legal obligations and act on them.